Welcome back, MHD TV. My name is Lexus, aka LA, and I'm so excited to see you. I missed you. And we have the most loveliest guest of all, and I'll let her introduce herself as well as share a fun fact.
So my name is Mary. I'm a junior here at Nichols. Fun fact about me is I'm an avid skier.
An avid skier?
Yes.
Where do you ski?
My home mountain's Wildcat, which is in New Hampshire. So
Okay.
I live my house is probably 20 minutes from the mountain, so I live 20 miles from Canada. So I'm 4 hours from campus, so I'm pretty far.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I've only been to New Hampshire. I've been to New Hampshire, I guess, a couple times, but I went to Lincoln, New Hampshire. Most beautifulest place I've ever seen.
And then you were in
my life.
Maine this summer, and you were really close to my house.
I was in Maine this summer.
Yeah.
Yep. I forgot I went to Maine. Next time I go, I'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And rise and shine. It's affirmation time. So we're switching it up a little bit today. We're not having cards pulled for us. We are actually going to pull it from the jar. So some of our friends, other co-hosts, other great people have written down their their affirmations, so that way we could be in good spirit. So we're gonna pull an affirmation from the jar, and then we're gonna leave one, because we can't just take. This isn't just take, take, take. We gotta give, people. We gotta give. So Mary, grab from the jar.
All right, let's see what we got. No matter the struggle, the achievement is going to be worth it.
Does that resonate with you at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think on a wider scale, one that I can think of is probably college. You struggle through your assignments and everything, and sports and just having a busy schedule, but at the end you get your degree. So
you get your degree.
That's
you
a
make
big
a family.
One. Yep.
Other things, not just a piece of paper. I feel like
exactly.
there's a lot of
career,
right? That's why we go to college, right? To get a career. But is that the main thing? Maybe an education. But there's so many things that we get to take out of college. It's not just the degree, but all of those things that you put into college is worth it, right?
Definitely.
To get those things. So mine, I don't know why I just refolded it. I am most brave in my weakest moments. That was deep.
That was deep.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Because, wow, okay. Confidence, I tell a lot of people that have confidence, they're pretending. But you would never know that. So if you don't have confidence, pretend that you have it and see the changes that you can make within your life and how you go about certain scenarios, situations. When you're at your weakest moment, when you think you don't have the strength, you do. Pretend you do. See what happens. Okay. Now we're going to write one.
Yeah.
We can't just take, right?
Right.
What are we doing?
Are we sharing?
Should we share with each other?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh, you're writing.
I did.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you or do you want me to read it?
Both.
Okay. So I did strength through adversity. This is one thing that I wrote my college essay on it, actually.
I love that.
And it's just something I really believe in. I think that you find your strength in the toughest moments of your life, kind of like what you just read about. You find your bravest in your weakest moments. So that's a big part of my life. So
did you walk by the wall outside?
Yeah, I took a picture of it.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know who wrote that, but shout out to them. Do you remember the words exactly?
Whatever you're going through now is meant to happen, or something along those lines.
Something along those lines. So I remember being in my life and something happening and me being like, why is this happening? There's absolutely no need for this, and we could definitely move on from life without this happening or this occurring to me, and why me? Why out of all the people did this have to happen to me? Example, stub your toe. Example, you lose a life. Somebody in your family that you love loses their life. Just crazy things, right? From the littlest things to the biggest things. We're always asking why. You have to be patient, because the why, the reasoning is coming. You're not going to see it right as it happens. You're going to ask the question why. Someone's going to show you, whether it's God, whoever you believe in, they will show you the why. You have to be patient for it and learn from it. If you don't learn from it, it's just going to keep reoccurring until you actually learn from it. So stop letting it reoccur.
Even just taking a minute, something happens, like when I stub my toe, I take a minute, breathe, and be like, okay, it's not that bad. Just take a step back.
Breathe.
Yes.
Tom Stewart was saying today, he's like, breathing exercises do not work. And then one of his friends were like, yes, they do, Tom. Like, it's actually through psychology that they work. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, that makes sense. But it's true. Like, you go to the gym and your heart rate, you're breathing a lot more. Like, going to the gym does help you. Not just go to the gym to look good. Go to the gym mentally to help you breathe, to get through those tough situations. Breath matters.
Absolutely.
So I started juggling before because hers was so amazing. I'm like, this is still amazing, but I felt like hers was deep. I am wonderful and wise. I don't know why I wrote that. It just came to my brain, but I feel like being wonderful is awesome. Can't go wrong with that. And then being wise is even better. So like, I'm trying to be wonderful and I'm wise, okay? I'm getting there.
You are.
And someday someone else will be too when they pull this affirmation.
Yes.
Okay, Mary, are you ready for your questions?
I am.
Okay. So, do you feel like you get enough mental health support as a college student?
Yeah, so I mean, from a personal standpoint, I'd say I find most of my support from my friends and my family. As far as campus resources, I mean, I love going and seeing, like, my campus moms, like Janet. I love going to see Janet, and she's awesome, and she's a huge resource. Or, like, even Maureen. There's a couple faculty on campus that I've really found, like, comfort in, and I've grown a really strong relationship with them. But just in general, I feel like, too, our generation now is so connected through our phones and stuff and social media like that, and I think that we are, like, breaking that stigma, and I think that there's more of, like, an open culture about talking about mental health, and I think that's huge. So I think, personally, I think I definitely do.
That was beautifully said, Mary. What does mental health mean to you?
This is a hard question, because to me, mental health and being healthy mentally, my biggest thing and my biggest struggle was being able to be alone by myself. I found that growing up I was really close with my parents, and sometimes I even had hard times like being at sleepovers and stuff like that, because I was like so like dependent on them, and even like in some relationships that I was in like through high school and whatever. So I really found it was a really awesome journey to like learn how to be alone by myself, and love like you said, like going to the gym, like going out and hiking and skiing and stuff. So I think that mental health to me is being able to be comfortable alone and enjoying that time by yourself too.
100%. I resonate with everything you just said. Like, being alone is something that I had to learn, and based off anxiety and those things as well. I was more dependent on my friends than I would say my parents, so I just loved being around people. I didn't care who it was, what was going on, what was going around. Let's hang out. Like, let's do something in a sense. I didn't like to be alone either. And answering that question is hard because it looks differently to everybody, right?
Definitely.
What is one stigma about mental health that you wish you could challenge?
So the biggest thing to me that I've seen personally with other people is that it's really hard to explain like the struggles you're having internally with other people, and not everybody's going to be resonate with that. Not everyone's going to understand the struggle, because some people just are lucky enough to not have the struggle with mental health. So I think just the stigma around like family, friends not understanding like what's going on with you and not offering you support, and I think that can be really hard because you feel like you're alone and you feel like you don't have anybody to rely on. So if I could break one thing, it would definitely be that. I wish that everybody could be understanding and offer support and help and stuff like that.
And not feel misunderstood.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you name 5 things that you love about yourself physically, personality traits, qualities, and other things you have, etc.?
So I love my eyes. That's like my favorite.
Oh, we
physical.
love your eyes too.
That's my favorite physical trait. Personality. I love my ability to talk to people, new, old. I love meeting people. I went to Boston to a Bruins game the other night, and we were like severely lost. And I went up to like 5 people, and I was like, "Hey, how do I get here? What line do I take? Where's this? Blah, blah, blah." So I love that about me.
I love that about you too. I'll go to Boston with you.
I love that I like the outdoors and like being a skier and hiker, a little bit of a granola. I like that. I value the outdoors.
You like granola?
No, like I'm a granola. You've never heard that term?
No. What?
Like earthy crunchy.
Earthy crunchy, yes, I've heard, but
yeah,
not,
like
I'm
granola. Maybe that's a New Hampshire thing.
It's adorable. I'm
Granola.
I'm with it. Google it. Google it, everybody.
And then last thing, I guess my sense of style. I don't know.
sense of style. You are a stylish
Outfits.
gal.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I love that you love all that about yourself. Those are beautiful, genuine things.
Thanks.
When do you feel most at peace?
Most at peace. I'd say it was different a year ago than it is now. Like we were just talking about, like being alone.
Always.
So now I like being alone and being by myself, and you know, whether that's driving by myself. I really love driving by myself because I get to jam out without feeling like I'm being judged and sing really loud. Or like even going to the gym by myself. I love going to the gym by myself. Like that's like great. Like I love working out with people, but in honesty, I really like going by myself. But being alone. But a year ago, I mean, at peace. Like I feel like I love writing and reading. So that's another thing I really feel at peace with. That still resonates now too, I feel like.
What do you like to read?
So right now I'm reading a dark academia book, but that was because it was around Halloween. But other than that, I really like science.
We don't need excuses. We're with it. We're with it.
And I like science fiction books.
Yeah.
Like sci-fi books.
Thank you for saying that it's changed within the year. Because for me too, like I did need people and needed all those friends in that sense. And now I love being by myself, working on my business, working on Mental Health Declassified, working with students, working with people who genuinely want and need my time. That's what I feel like my purpose on this earth is for. I love having a good time. I love being with friends, and I love doing those types of things. But I'm no longer longing for it or searching for it. And it's been a while like that. I think at the start of my grad school when I started is when I really started to make that type of transition. And it's brought me a lot of peace. And in those moments of losing a lot of those friends, I didn't understand why it was happening in the moment. But what's funny is I asked God, I was like, can you help me focus? Like I need focus on my life. Like I want to find my purpose. I want to figure out why am I here? Because I know it's not for something little. Like I can feel it in my heart and it's burning and I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm down to do it. Show me the signs. And then I just started losing a lot of friends. So I was like, okay, I got the sign. I need to focus on me. And it's been the best journey that I've been on and experience, and I love being with me and being in the car and just jamming out and singing. And sometimes I sit in the car and I'm complete silence. Like I don't put on music.
I'll like get somewhere, like especially when I come back, I'll sit in my car for 20 minutes. Just hang out by myself.
Yes. And I'm just sitting there like,
and I value that.
I value that too. I'm like, and I drive to Boston a lot of the time, so my commute is like an hour and a half in the morning with traffic. So I don't know why I'm just like at peace, like not sometimes I'm talking to myself and other times I'm just thinking. And sometimes thinking brings us down like other paths, but when you're thinking and just going with the trees, going with the road, I'm like genuinely like looking at people crossing the road, like I'm just interacting with life. Like I'm just not thinking and rapping. I love rapping, I love singing, but when I'm not, I'm like, oh, what's going around? And then I'm just like in my head and I feel at peace. That's when I feel at peace.
100%. 100%.
We're like the same person.
I know.
Maybe we should hang out more often.
We should.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mary, for being on the show. You were so pleasant and so amazing and
so nice
simply a vibe. Come on, guys. Simply a vibe. But we wanted to give you a thank you for your support and a card for you. We appreciate your time, and we know we will have you on the show soon. And thank you. See you soon.
Bye, guys.